Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hops, today joined by
Brits
of Anomyces, looking at another hype beer from Beerdome. Beerdome seriously comes through all the time with so many hype releases. I love this stuff and it's so awesome that we're working with them, so we get a lot of these releases. This is another beer from Hoof out of Ohio. Durango, right?
Marengo.
Yeah. And I've only had hoppy beers and sours from them, but today we're trying our first stout.
Yep.
And they seem like some fun-loving guys when we met them last year at MBCC. And this beer is filled with what looks like chunks of coconut or something.
Loads.
And this, it is. It's like, it looks like it's actually desiccated coconut.
It is. I'm pretty sure it is.
And this is the Hoof-hearted Girth Brooks Bourbon Barrel Aged. So this is their second highest rated barrel aged Imperial stout, and they don't
just
do
stout
or just stout in general. So we have their highest rated too, which was called
Bourbon Barrel is fitness freak,
but apparently the batch we have is not as good as the first.
Because there are two batches, the one from last year and the one from this year, and this year isn't.
We'll see what we think. This from here, this smells great. So this is a bourbon barrel aged Imperial stout with their own Hoof-hearted coffee, vanilla and toasted coconut. It's 15%.
And it's double mashed.
I think you could see that when we poured it out. Yeah. Also, just speaking of adjunct, we just kind of did a review where we shat on we were just being really critical. It was a good beer, but you can just see this pouring out. It looks thicker, it looks richer, it looks like it's going to carry the flavor better in terms of pastry as stouts. And it's not just pure, it's actually pure extract. It's actual toasted coconut in here. You can see it in the glass.
Yeah.
And I think that will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It smells great from here, so
it does.
Pours a very thick black color.
It's just
there's
black
no
oil,
and like you generated a bit there. It fizzes away like Coca-Cola instantly. Why? Because of coconut. It's toasted coconut. Coconut has a lot of oil, and that just disrupts head retention in a beer. Yeah. But if the beer is going to be good, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
But yeah, just thick and pitch black.
Yeah.
Double mashed Imperial stout. Let's check out the aroma. Oh,
that's a lot of coffee.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Aslan Dreams Barrel Aged.
Ah.
It actually does. It's like really chocolatey coffee, and then loads of coconut. Loads of milky coconut.
Yeah. That kind
of sweet fudgy
Dreams Barrel Aged.
No. So Aslan Dreams, which is like almond, coconut.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of that because of the coconut character.
But then barrel aged. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it makes sense. Yeah.
Because it's this like milky coconutty.
Yeah, and it has that it's not the barrel isn't huge, but it has this spirity bourbony touch to it.
Yeah. It's like an undertone kind of a flavor component, not being it's not crazy intense.
No.
At least on the aroma. No. It's really the coconut and coffee that gets the shine, which is really nice.
I think it's a lighter barrel aging or a shorter barrel aging.
It's even got kind of an interesting biscuity thing, I think.
Yeah.
Almost
digestive
crackers or graham cracker or something like that.
Yeah. Coffee, huge coffee with coconut and the touch of
the
spirity.
Coconut, interestingly enough, amplifies generic nutty flavor in the coffee. It's probably a nutty coffee they use, but it seems like more nutty because of coconut, which is weird because coconut is quite a different aroma compared to a nut. But it's really nutty coffee and lots of coconut, and then the barrel and vanilla and everything. Underneath that, it's got that thick, hefty, almost the licoricey.
It's really hefty and
it's the licoricey kind of base double mash.
It smells really dense and
It
heavy.
smells like the denseness of double mashed out. It smells fucking great.
It does.
Let's try it. Cheers and thank the time to Beerdome for the beer. It's got the heft. Oh, that's really nice.
Damn, that's a big stout.
Fuck, it's thick. It's really heavy. It's really fucking mouth coating.
Yeah.
It's got more umami than I expected. Much more.
It reminds me slightly of it like an Evil Twin stout because it has a lot of sweetness but that umami.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be Muscovado sugar.
Yeah.
A lot of it doesn't say on the can, but it reminds me of that a bit.
But it's not fizzy at all.
No.
It's almost a bit flat.
But you also made a effort.
Yeah.
Really
I made
swirling
an
this up.
yeah, but not like for 1 minute or something. But like huge umami and like
Swirling it
tobacco.
around the mouth though. There is carbonation.
Yeah, there is,
but in this
it's
style,
quite soft.
to me, it needs to be on the softer side. It shouldn't be fizzy. It's so heavy though. Like it's really heavy, but then like the fun, like then you swallow it, and then you get some dryness from the barrel and the booze, like thinning it out just a little bit, just to make it a little bit more drinkable because it's quite hefty. But it's like this. Oh, and that aftertaste right now is just like loads of milky coconut, like really milky coconut and like actual vanilla bean type flavor.
Yeah, actually a lot of pure vanilla bean.
Yeah.
Flavor, and like that oaky, bourbony finish it kind of has.
Yeah.
It's like the barrel kind of kicks in the finish. Mm-hmm. It's not that kind of beer where you really taste the barrel up front.
But I think it's because there's so much coconut in it. It tastes like there's so much. I mean, you can see the fucking bits of coconut floating around in the glass. But I think that's part of it. It's definitely a sipper because it's so heavy, but this is what I want my kind of pastry style stouts to be like. Really big, thick bases. I could do with maybe a little less umami, but I don't think it hurts it because it's just it gives a different balance in the beer, so it's not all sweet. And I think so. This is also 15%, but this doesn't seem as palate fatiguing because there's so much more going on, like different flavors going on. And also, I think in general,
keep going back.
And in general, I think extracts are a bit more palate fatiguing. It's almost like you did like, it's got. Maybe not completely like one of those coffee syrup drinks, whatever, but it's, it's reminding me a bit of like that if you get like a coconut type thing in a coffee drink.
And it has like a touch, actually not a touch, maybe quite a bit of that slightly tart coffee thing, like tart, dark, fruity.
And I think it's a mixture of that, but also dark roasted malt.
Yeah. But I sense like that slightly like tart kind of coffee. Yeah.
But it's fun how it seems less palate fatiguing, but it's got more flavor, more body, a thicker base.
Yeah.
But I really think it's because those, like, when you add extracts to pastry stout, sometimes it's the extract that gets you palate fatigue because it's so concentrated in terms of the flavor it's emulating.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. But I think this is fucking great. It's really good. I'm not like mind blown, but it's really fucking good. Coconut coffee barrel aged Imperial stout. I could use a little bit more barrel character, but
a bit more barrel and maybe like a bit more like of a kind of creamy mouthfeel. It's heavy. The mouthfeel is heavy, but it doesn't have that luxurious kind of creamy thing about it, if that makes sense. As like with the Bottle Logic stouts. Yeah, they had this kind of creamy,
but they weren't as lush. They were also this heavy.
No,
because this is like really thick and heavy, and it's sweet, but I don't think it's too sweet. I think the barrel and the umami balance it out well.
Yeah.
So I was thinking 96.
Yeah, I was thinking 95. Yeah. So
4.5 on Untapped, but I like it a bit more than a 95, or 4.5. So I was thinking 96.
Yeah. I'll stick to 95. I think it's a great stout.
It's world class. It's 95, so it's world or not world class. It's excellent. It's kind of getting up into the world class stouts.
Yeah.
Fucking great. If you still can get this on, you probably can't, because we also had this for a while with our huge Beerdome box or order. But if you have a can of Girth Brooks barrel aged in your cellar, you should drink this. It's drinking fabulously right now. I couldn't see this being better with age. As it drinks right now, it's very, very nice.
Yeah. I could see the coffee being a bit overpowering when very fresh, but right now it's kind of very balanced.
Yeah, and it's from August.
Yeah, August. So mid-August.
Right now it's drinking great. Yeah. I don't think it needs more aging. So, yeah, guys, if you had a chance to try the Hoof-Hearted Brewing Bourbon Barrel Aged Girth Brooks Imperial Stout with Hoof-Hearted coffee, vanilla, and toasted coconut, let us know what you thought of it. This was really nice. Again, pastry-esque, but not being full-on pastry.
Yeah, it's
because it
like
actually tastes like a big, thick Imperial Stout too, which is nice. So it tastes like a black beer.
Yeah, it does.
So if you had it, guys, let us know what you thought of it. Thanks to Tons of Beerdome for the beer. Check them out. Link for the shop is down below. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.